We cannot control the events that happen to us, but we can control our reactions to them. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. He has the most who is most content with the least. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The greatest remedy for anger is delay. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. He who is brave is free. Only the educated are free. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. If you really want to escape the things that harass you, what you're needing is not to be in a different place but to be a different person. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. Our life is what our thoughts make it. True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. It's not because things are difficult that we dare not venture. It's because we dare not venture that they are difficult. You have control over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Man is affected not by events but by the view he takes of them. The mind that is anxious about future events is miserable. To live a good life, we have the potential for it. If we can learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference. Throw me to the wolves and I will return leading the pack. No man is free who is not master of himself. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. There is no easy way from the earth to the stars. Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is. Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like that. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. It's not what you bear, but how you bear it. The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve our condition. We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. It's not events that upset us, but our judgments about events. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. Begin at once to live, and count each day as a separate life. Don't be overheard complaining. Not even to yourself.